What's going on, y'all? Warren Zeiders here, and we're gonna be talking about my number one song on country radio, Pretty Little Poison. You know, I always like to joke about this. When anything ever happens big in my career, I've ended up being sick. So it's a funny thing to look back on that. And I think it's God's sense of humor, just letting me know that you're still human and kind of taking everything in. I was in Texas playing a show, and we had caught wind that it was officially gonna go number one that night. So manager flew in, had my family there, which was super cool. I was battling whatever I had at the time, and played a great show. I remember we went out to the bar that night for a quick drink, played some pool, super low key, celebrated with my band. So that was a fun moment. The thing about me though is like I take about one victory lap, and that's about it. You know, I accept the win, and it's super surreal to do that, but I'm just getting started in my career and in what I want to achieve and what I want to do. So I think it's that athletic background in me that is, you know, happy, not satisfied, but doesn't mean that a win's not a win and doesn't feel good.
What does it mean for you to get this type of recognition in this music industry with it being so, like, you know, talented?
I think it's a blessing. You know, I think that, you know, everyone's got their own gifts and whatnot. And, you know, I think that I was put on this earth to do this. And I think the good Lord gave me a good voice. And, you know, it doesn't come easily. For me, you know, it's an honor to be, you know, on the short list of people that are in conversation right now in this industry and in the music industry. And it's been amazing to see what all has been accomplished in the last 3 years from social media moments during COVID to now be sitting here having a conversation with you and having number one on country radio and being on tour with Jelly Roll for the last 2 months and playing in front of 16, 17,000 people night after night. A lot can change, a lot can happen in your life, and you know, a big thing that I do is I keep my head down and I do what I do best, and I let the work speak for itself.
Now, on the creative side, what was the writing process for the song?
For Pretty Little Poison, shout out to Jared Kime and Ryan Beaver, two guys that I had written with a couple times. Ryan Beaver was actually one of my first writers that I wrote with here in town when I first came here. And he had a really good understanding for, you know, my artistry and what I wanted to do. I remember being in the room that day, walking into the room, and I was like, hey, I want to write a song that's a love ballad, but I want a dark twist to it, because my songs kind of have that energy behind them with Ride the Lightning and stuff. We sat down, and I remember Beaver was like, I have this title called Pretty Poison. And I was like, what if we called it Pretty Little Poison? And from that moment on, we wrote that song. What felt like that just fell together. Went ahead and recorded a demo. I went home that night, and I knew that day when we wrote it, I knew it was going to be something special, and sent it to my team and played it for anybody that I could. And I was like, hey, this is something that we need to pay attention to. I don't know when this is coming out or when the right time is, but this is a special song, and I guarantee you it'll be something big. I think the cool thing for me is that, you know, it's not just a number one song. The streaming is there. The, you know, fan base behind it is all legitimate. And I think for me, you know, it's a testament to, you know, the work that I put in and the people around me and the work they put into me and into my career and helping me move forward night after night. You know, it wasn't my tour for the last 2 months, but when Pretty Little Poison came around, it was a moment. Every single night in that arena, the lights came out, and, you know, it just shows you what a true number one song on country radio can do for you and for your career. I think for me, you know, the way I've had success in my career is showing up consistently on a daily basis. You know, not every song, not every moment is gonna be the Super Bowl or a Grand Slam or the World Series. I think for me, it's just knowing that, you know, as long as I continue to keep doing what I'm doing, step by step, not skipping steps, and building brick by brick for my career, and, you know, consistently putting out and writing great music, good things will continue to happen for me. And I think leading into 25 here, I'm going to Europe for the first time, going to go play for a fan base I've never stepped in front of, but, you know, that's going to be a fun moment for me to, you know, step outside of the US here and go feed a different fan base. And then to come back to the US here and headline my Relapse tour, stepping into bigger rooms, 4, 5, 6, 7,000 seaters. It's just showing that compounding interest from 2.5 years ago, starting out first touring in front of 2, 3, 5, 600 people on a sold out 15-date tour with an acoustic guitar to then fast forward 3 years later, selling out these kinds of shows. It's just step by step, man. Just keep doing what I'm doing. Hey y'all, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And make sure to check out more videos here on the official CMA YouTube channel. That thing?
Yeah, that thing.
Okay. Do I say anything or just do that?
You can just say the name.
All right. Hey y'all, I'm Zeiders.